static tutor, and in today's tutorial it's going to be a continuation of the course FMS 207 and BUS 205, and we will be taking a bearing from the noun clause, right? Noun clauses. If this being said, let's hop straight into it. Okay, so we have FMS slash BUS 205, FMS slash BUS 205, and we're talking about noun, all right, clauses. Okay. Now, a noun clause is an entire clause which what takes the place of a noun in another clause or phrase. Are we together? Are we together? Now, a noun clause is said to be an entire clause which takes the place of a noun in another clause. Takes the place of a noun in an entire clause or phrase. Now, let's take for example, now says, okay, now I know Latin. Noun clause, I know that Latin is no longer spoken as a native language. I know that, I think I should put this in red. Now, the noun clause is here is that I know, okay, starting from that Latin is no longer a native language. Is no longer a native language. Now this is, look at what it says here. An entire clause that takes the place of a noun in an entire clause or phrase. Now look at this. I know. Now starting from that to language is noun clause. An adjective clause on this side is a dependent clause which takes the place of an adjective in another clause or phrase, just like the noun clause. Okay? Now, and an adjective clause uses, all right, I beg your pardon, an adverb. Okay? Adverb clause. An adverb clause is a dependent. A dependent clause. Good evening, Alaya Yomi. I'm surprised you're online. All right. Now, an adverb clause is a dependent clause. Okay? And this clause takes the place of an adverb. Takes the place of an adverb in an entire, okay, in an another, okay, takes the place of an adverb in another, all right, in another clause or in another clause or phrase. Now, this uses, okay, an adverb clause answers questions such as when, where, and why. Answer questions such as when, where, and why. Now let's talk about sentence. Okay? Let's talk about sentence. I need us to finish this course today. Next week we can start with something else. Are we together? Now, sentence in linguistics, a sentence is an expression of a natural language. So tonight's class might not be a long class, but I'm sure we are going to finish, all right, this class tonight, this course tonight. So by next week we can take some other course entirely. Now it says here that a sentence in linguistics is an expression in natural language. Permit me to use the word. Please, as you join the stream, don't forget to smash the like button or subscribe to the channel if you are yet to do that. A sentence is an expression in natural language. An expression in natural language. Good evening, Miss Blessing. Came very late. Now, then under sentence, we have something called the simple sentence. Simple sentence. Now, this simple sentence consists a single independent clause with no dependent clauses. Consists a single, all right, a single word, independent. Consists a single independent clause with no dependent clause. All right, with no dependent clauses. Okay, sorry about that. It's okay. I know it's not your thing. You don't usually come late to class, so something must have happened. Okay. Now, under this sentence, we also have what we call compound sentence. Okay. Good evening, Miss Florence. Came late. Compound sentence consists of multiple independent multiple independent consists of multiple independent, okay, multiple independent clauses with no dependent clauses. With no dependent clauses. All right. Now, these clauses are joined together using conjunctions, punctuations, or both. These clauses are joined together using, just like what we have, you remember on the level first semester when we did simple compound sentence in MTH 105, all right, whereby simple sentence, when they are combined through the use of and some other things, then they become compound. And compound are sentences that have multiple simple sentences in them. The same thing similar to this, we have compound sentence, multiple independent clauses that are joined together using what we call conjunctions, punctuations, or both. Using conjunctions, punctuations, or both. So we have that as that. So also we have complex sentence. This complex sentence consists of one or more independent clauses with at least one dependent. All right. Don't forget, no dependent, but complex has at least one dependent clause. Okay. So we have complex, complex sentence consists of one or more independent independent clauses with at least, okay, with at least, okay, one dependent clause. And we have that as that. Now let's proceed straight to what we call, okay, look at it here. They are talking about topic sentence. Okay, don't forget we said something about topic sentence on level first semester. Can anybody remind me what we said about topic sentence in first semester 100 level? Oh yeah, I'm giving us 2 seconds. Okay. All right, yes, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Topic sentence, we treated it already in on level first semester. Yes, is it on level first? Okay, no, second semester. In on level first semester, it was skimming and scanning. Yes, thank you very much for that, Mr. Rick. Thank you. Yes, talking about the focus sentence, topic sentence, the theme. So we have that as that. Now let's go straight to what we call homophones. Right? Homophones. Homophones are words that have exactly same sounds. Okay? I think that must be amazing. Homophones are words that have exactly the same sound, the same pronunciation, but different meaning and usage in, all right? The same sound, but different meaning and spellings. Homophones. Okay? we have that as that. Now, let's talk about memos. When we say memos, what are we talking about? Memos, all right, are used within organizations. You write letters to people outside your place of work, but the letter written within the place of work to people in your place of work are called memos. All right, letters, documents written to address issues within the organizations. All right, we have memos. Okay. Now it says here, you use yours faithfully. If you don't know the name of the person at the end of your letter, you use yours sincerely if you know the name of the person at the end of the letter. Okay? These are things you need to pay attention to. And we have some abbreviations here. We have ASAP, as soon as possible. Okay? We have CC. All right, CC, we have carbon copy. All right, CC, we have carbon copy. Some abbreviations you need to pay attention to. So we have PP, per procure. All right, by per procuration, PP. And we have PS, which is postscript, PTO, informal, RSVP, please reply. Okay, so we have that as that. Now, we also have here communication is one thing they keep talking about in almost all our materials. Okay, and something about negotiation is also mentioned here. All right, and when we talk about negotiation, it's a dialogue. Negotiation is dialogue intended, and it's targeted at producing an agreement upon course of action. Okay, an agreement upon course of action. Okay. So we have that as that. And speaking of which, we have the TCP or the IP. TCP, let's take note of this abbreviation. We have the TCP/IP as what we call Internet Protocol Suite. Okay. So we have that. Now, I think that ends today's class. Like I said, nothing much in today's class, just for us to conclude with what we have started. And we have something called fax. Okay? And it said here, a telecommunication technology used to transfer okay, copies, all right, also called facsimiles, all right, also called facsimiles, all right, copies of documents especially using affordable devices operating over telephone networks. All right, used to transfer copies. We have facsimiles. All right. So we have it's also known as a device that is also known as telecopier. Okay, telecopier. Digital fax machine first became popular in Japan. And basically that is it for today. All right, thank you very much everyone, and that concludes with the course FMS and BUS205. So on Monday, because there's no tutorial for this department tomorrow, so on Monday we are taking some other course, and hopefully, I think our exam is by July. But before then, we are done with all our courses. And for those of us that submitted their TMAs with us, you can confirm the fact that we are done with all TMA 1 and 2, just TMA 3 to go. And by next week, we should be commencing with the submission of TMA 3. And please, let's do well to introduce the services of Tutor.io to our housemates. All right, matriculation is fast approaching. Let's do well to go to our study centers and talk to. All right, you never can tell how many of all these new intakes you might save a lot of stress by just simply referring them to the right people. Thank you very much, everyone. Please let's submit our notes and keep our notes up to date, and send them to the private class. Do well to smash the like button, and also do well to smash the subscribe button if you're able to do that. I look forward to seeing you all in subsequent tutorial. To have a wonderful night rest. Good night.